We're going to be looking at AMA session for Binance Akon upcoming NFTs, guys. So you want to hear from him some of the basic projects and basic long term or some of the basic concepts about the upcoming projects, guys. So I'm going to bring out the NFT, the AMA session. So in case you missed it out, I'm going to be playing it so you guys can listen up. Okay. So this is live on Binance and NFT Marketplace on Twitter, so you can join up. I think the recording took quite a while before it kicked off.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to get someplace quiet.
Not to worry, Akon. I understand you're a busy man, and you're always on the move, traveling from place to place and touring. So, yeah. First of all, I'll just get a little brief introduction. So, I'm Kenneth. I am the Binance NFT community manager, and today I have the absolute honor and pleasure to welcome to the Non-Fungible podcast 5-time Grammy nominee, rap superstar supreme, and one of the biggest players in the metaverse. It is the one and only Akon. Akon, great to have you here.
Man, I need to hire you personally to make my introductions everywhere I go. You made me. I became a fan of myself after that introduction.
Oh, well, absolutely. You'll find many fans here at the Binance, as well as all over the crypto space and NFT industry, mate. So it's really great to have you with us.
Right. No, thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate it.
So obviously you don't need much of an introduction, since your music is known far and wide in all corners of the world. But maybe you could tell us a little bit about your journey, in particular your NFT journey. So tell us, how did your journey into NFTs begin?
Well, actually, I think it was gradual, like everyone else. You know, you start into the crypto space and the blockchain space, and you start to understand how all that actually works. And then as the evolution of crypto starts going slowly into NFTs and art and, music and, content, it only made sense, because I'm as an entertainer, my main focus is creating great content, starting from music. And then, of course, as you go into music, you have visuals that actually, collaborate with this music. And those visuals, we're slowly coming into this new era where they could be created into NFTs and allow people to be able to, purchase and share and collect and these kind of things. And I was like, man, this is the future. Like, this is a way to monetize, content in a future where you can not only get your just due, but it can be valued at an area in which you thought about it as you were creating it. But it also gives the audience, a way to be a part of your legacy as you're moving into the future with it, and it can last forever because it's digital, So it was definitely something that I wanted to kind of be fully involved in. So I just started learning as much as I could about it,
Absolutely. NFTs are still quite a new technology, I suppose. I mean, it's new on the scene. And same along, with crypto. Crypto is still in its baby years, and it's still growing and developing more and more each day after day.
Right.
So tell us, what potential do you think NFTs have in the future? I know you're not a fortune teller, but if you could give us some of your insight, where do you think the potential of NFTs can go to?
Yeah, me honestly, when it comes to content, I think NFTs will be the future, and it'll be the standard of how content is monetized. I really believe that, honestly. Even when, and I kind of compare it a little bit to music as we were coming up, and then ringtones hit against vinyls and CDs and cassettes, and then the ringtones out of a sudden came out of nowhere, that a half a second demonstration of a digital piece of music on your phone, and it became a whole other revenue source. Before you know it, now everybody's streaming music in hours at a time, and I think as it develops, it will become something that actually develops into the new latest technologies as the future is growing. And I think NFTs is exactly what that is for content for us.
Absolutely. I can completely agree and see that. I mean, you have, like you said, that next stage from people going from, buying physical records to then streaming everything on like services like, Spotify or right. What have you. So NFTs is that next obvious step in evolution in that.
100%. Absolutely.
So yeah, tell me, like, So what are you currently working on at this moment? Obviously, you've got your music and your films and everything you're doing in between. But tell us about what you're working on NFT wise.
Well, on the NFT side of things, we're about to do a few drops on some music NFTs. And then, of course, the goal from the NFT drops is to kind of course, calculate how these things are going, learn more about it before I do an actual album drop. I want to drop an NFT album. It's always been my dream to, drop a successful NFT album, called King Khan. So I'm super excited, man, to kind of go into that world, man. I'm really going to probably be the guinea pig, to take the sacrifice for everybody.
They always remember the first.
Right.
First man on the moon, first man to do something. You'll be the first.
Absolutely, because in a situation like this, I don't believe in failure and I don't believe in success. I just believe in creation, and I think at the end of the day, what you start will eventually become mastered by someone. But just long as you start that spark that creates the forest fire, I'm happy with that spark.
Absolutely, and I think you're one of the pioneers doing this. So like you said, you're certainly leading the way for how we're going to do it.
Absolutely.
So could you tell us a little bit about your music NFT mystery boxes that will be coming actually on the Binance NFT marketplace? Would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we got a few drops, a few songs, exclusive songs no one's had ever heard before, and the songs actually fit in the mood of what I think an NFT will sound like. Of course, it's a matter of opinion, but that's the mood I was in at the time when I was creating these songs, knowing it's going to be for the box. They got all these little special gifts and giveaways and things attached to it and everything else. So, I'm super excited about it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, unheard and exclusive tracks from you. It's really something to behold. A fan's kind of dream, really, to get really an exclusive piece of your work and your history.
No, it's very important. I think it's super important as we're doing it. ELT Black has been super, cooperative and very. They've actually been kind of groundbreaking, trying to figure out ways to get in and be different and break the ground barriers of NFT and dropping into music and things of that nature. So I was happy to support that.
Fantastic. You have to tell me a little bit. Have you? So you mentioned earlier as well that you foresee that a lot of artists are going to kind of follow your lead and take on the NFT industry and really kind of make a success out of it. Have you had a discussion with any of your friends, or have you been trying to invite some of your friends or colleagues to join this upcoming and explosive NFT music industry?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, for almost a whole year now, we've been really having those huge conversations. My phone doesn't stop ringing of all my peers calling me, asking me about it, trying to get better understanding on it. I've had many conversations with a lot of my guys, and so I mean, from the dance music side all the way to hip hop, like we've been really having these real conversations as to what it really is, how it works, and of course I know just as much as I know, so I can only give them as much information that we all have, but also leaving in that it is open, that it's growing, that it will be a lot more to it, that everybody will come with a different concept, idea, and information. And we just got to be able to share information with each other, advise each other on it. And as it grows, I think the conversations will take it to the level of where we need it to be, to where it works with what we're trying to do and how it all makes sense and kills, and also find the challenges for the solutions for all the challenges that we're facing within the content business itself.
That's amazing. Akon, I have to know, is there any, I don't know if you can name names, but is there anyone you think might be jumping on board alongside you at the moment, or?
No. I mean, there's like when I tell you all my peers, see, what makes that question so sensitive is that everybody wants to be recognized for being in the NFT game, and I know I'm gonna name a few people and forget some other people. They be like, "Man, why you didn't mention me?" But because I mean, it's really a very it's an exciting topic right now, and everybody wants their name mentioned in the beginning of it to show that they were pioneers as well. You know what I mean? But it's some people that I can't even I can't even leave out because people know that they're actually been in the game, been trying to move forward on a lot of these things. But I'm just afraid of mentioning certain people and not mentioning others for the sake of just, you know how it go, man. It's like receiving an award and you forget the most important people, and it's always the most important people that help you drive that you always end up forgetting. So, but just know my peers though. Yeah, a lot of people know those guys because they see me around them all the time. These are the guys that actually we do a lot of business together. We do a lot of, we're in Dubai at a lot of crypto conferences together in different parts of the world, whether it's Malta, or whether it's, Canada. Like, we're always in these places and kind of doing it. And we're sitting on panels together, actually discussing things about crypto and NFTs and things of this nature. So they're out there. These guys are out there.
Absolutely, yeah, I completely get that, and God forbid, you forget to say someone, just to mention someone's name.
And it's only because the space is so exciting right now, and everybody wants to be attached to it,
Yeah, sure. So, you mentioned earlier about the music NFT mystery boxes and the kind of stories behind them a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit more about those NFT utilities? Is there like a chance possibly to co-create stuff? Maybe is there?
So the idea is to actually not only be a part of the creation of it, because we wanted to be able to break music down, break it down to all the different variables, utilize yourself to be able to remix it and make your own versions of it and all these things. Because sometimes the audience may hear something and be like, man, I wish I could have did this to it, or only if Akon would have did this to this track, or created if I could have dropped the bass line and let it be just bass line and beat. Like, so it's all broken down into different areas for remixes, broken down into different areas for collaboration, and also creating itself. There will be areas where you can actually help to create future NFTs with me. So that's the whole idea, to engage the audience, because there's never been a platform NFT platforms where there was an engagement aspect of it from a standpoint of social. So just imagine a social NFT. So there's conversation within it. There's opinions that matter. Like, these are things that we want to be able to engage the audience the same way we socially engage the NFT creational process.
That's amazing. So you really are like encouraging full collaboration with everyone, really, and create something unique and special. And like you said, kind of see other people's takes on a certain type of song or track that might be a bit different to what you envisioned, and try to get other people's interpretations.
Absolutely, and I think that's very important. But I think it will also help to grow the audience in NFTs in general, because people hear it all the time, but like you said, not too many people really understand it and know it. They just hear it, the excitement of it, and everybody wants to be a part. But I think these conversations socially will engage the audience to know more about it, want to just be a part of the whole thing. You know what I mean?
For sure, absolutely. I mean, I know you're at the forefront, really, of it all, in the metaverse and Web 3.0, and you touched on about the social aspect of it. And obviously, we have this burgeoning part of that social fight. So, can you tell us how SocialFi kind of fits in? Because it's really like an ideal way to really interact with fans of your work, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a way to engage fans, with the work. And I think it's platforms like this that we think more of need to be created within the system. They're out there, but a lot of them aren't really known. And I think when you create these kind of situations and you open up the audience for the existence of platforms, of this sort, it just really opens up the market to make it easier to pitch and make it easier to understand and learn. And I think these are the kind of things that needs to be more, put forward in the beginning, because I think the biggest mistake that, just the NFT and crypto, made in the beginning, where they had coders out there doing the pitching. So these guys are speaking in code language and we don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Like you speaking in plain English for us,
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so tell us, what's your impression of Binance NFT? Why did you decide to go with us for this awesome ride?
I mean, you guys are the fucking kings, man. What are you talking about? Like, come on, dude. Who says no to Binance? Like, are you serious? Like, even way back when I was doing the Acoin stuff, I was like, dude, I have to find a way to get in Binance's back pocket. Like, this is one of the biggest exchanges on the globe. So, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on the biggest and the highest level. You know.
Oh, absolutely appreciate it. And we're really happy to have one of the biggest names in music, now one of the biggest names in NFT, to be doing this and collaborating with us on this exciting project. It's,
absolutely, man. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. I mean, let's kind of leave a final sort of thought, I would say. But in the end, how do you think that NFT? I mean, we've touched on it a little bit, but I mean, the industry. How do you think NFTs will change the music industry? I mean, you think it's going to be like the biggest shift?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the shift.
The shift, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy to think how it's evolved so quickly. I mean, if you would have asked someone, you know, like a year ago, you know, what's an NFT, they would have no idea. But now it's like everyone wants to get involved and everyone's like working towards it, you know. Oh, I think we might have lost Akon.
Received it.
He's still there. You're back.
Did you get?
We lost you for a moment.
Oh, you lost me? Am I back?
Yeah. If you can just repeat yourself. I'm so sorry, but could you just repeat what you said earlier?
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so one of the biggest issues that, you know, that artists of my caliber, we always experienced collectively was transparency. You know, we never really got transparency when it came to the content that we created. You know, how much it was valued at globally, how much it was worth to us, you know, the content and what it did, and like, it's almost to the point where we really wanted to be able to follow the content and get a better worth of ourselves through it. So sometimes, like for instance, as I used to travel the globe, it wasn't a place or the corner of the world where I went and heard and didn't hear my music. But then when I would calculate to the popularity of my music versus the paycheck that I got from it, I was like, something ain't right.
Look at the numbers.
Right, I'm like, hold on. I'm like, that's not a place in the world that I go that they don't know Akon. How come am I not, you know, financially more, you know, stable? So this is why I got into so many different other businesses, because I was afraid that one day going broke. I would watch all these, you know, big artists, and all of a sudden you get this thing that they're, you know, in trouble financially. And I'm like, how is that though? You know, so I knew there was a lot of transparency that was missing, and I knew that through this NFT, and I'm knowing in the future, it opens the door for better, you know, like collection of data as to what that content does financially for you. But more than anything, it also creates a better understanding of what your true value is from a standpoint of audience base, you know, territories. Like, just it gives a huge
I think Akon dropped again.
yeah, sorry. Somebody was trying to call me.
Oh,
yes, somebody started
it's
calling.
Very hard to get a hold of you, eh?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, but to kind of you know, close out, I think NFT is going to bring securities to content creators. It's going to bring more information and I think honesty to the industry itself, and kind of open up better doors for better business, better creation, and you know, trust at the end of the day.
Absolutely, Akon. It was an absolute honor and pleasure to have you with us to hear your thoughts, and it's a real personal. I'm trying not to fanboy here, you know, a bit starstruck, but it's great to have you here, and we really look forward to working with you, and excited and anticipating that this hot launch that you're going to be dropping with us. So
no, you got it, buddy.
I look forward to co-creating some of those tracks with you.
Absolutely, you too, brother.
Thank you so much. All the best, man.
All right, you got it.
All right, bye. Thank you, everyone. And look forward to his drop coming to the Binance NFT marketplace. Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter, and keep up to date with the latest. Thank you very much. Have a great morning, great night, or great evening, wherever you may be. Bye-bye.
So guys, that's basically how it is. So hopefully we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I'll be dropping the update once it kicks live. I hope you've enjoyed this AMA session. Stay tuned for more, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe with your keys. Peace out and one love, guys.